Welcome back, everyone. So I'm continuing on my setup of Travis CI for the codependent coder repository. So this is part 2, and in part 1 I got a basic travis.yaml file in and set it up so that Travis built the project and every push to GitHub. At the end of that video, the build, though, wasn't very interesting because it just echoed out hello world. So why don't we go ahead and flesh that build process out. So what do we want this command to do? So for starters, what I really want it to do, so let's start off with not so much the deployment part, but the running the linters part, which is effectively my tests. And the way I currently run those is, actually, I guess I can do it in here, is I have a target in my make file, called lint the things, and it does a Docker build of the Docker image. Again, the Docker file used is this guy here. It runs through, builds the whole thing, and then at the end, it runs the markdown lint over my markdown and pylint over my Python files. And then at the end spits out a score. Well, actually, sorry, that's the score for the pylint. And again, if this command completes with an error code of 0, then that means it's good. If it completes with a non-zero error code, that means there's a problem. So really we want that command to run from Travis. So if I go make lint the things, that should be enough. Make Travis lint the things. 171. And push that change up. And again, on any push, it should pick up that change and automatically run it. So we should see this thing turn to running one. Oh, there it goes. Kind of cool. And then it'll do its thing. Run that build. Okay, so we're just waiting for the build. There it goes. And first few lines. And we'll see that scroll. And there we go. Anyways, we can see that it's doing my lint the things command here, building the Docker image, installing the various dependencies, etc., etc. So installing the Python dependencies my project has for my requirements file. That's again in the Docker file. So this is just doing a basic Docker build right now. And it goes through. The reason why this was so much faster on my local machine was because I had previously built it. And Docker is smart enough to use a local cache. So that's why it was so much faster. Whereas here it's building literally from scratch. And cool. And it finished building the container, successfully built it, tagged it. And then it runs it with the running markdown lint and pylint. And again, no problems whatsoever. So green build, golden, awesome sauce. So that's effectively what I want any pull request to actually do. So why don't we actually try that? Because I think that will actually just magically work. So I'm going to go ahead and open up a new pull request here with that branch. And you know what? The way I normally do it, I just click this link that I have in a Git hook. So the same thing. I have this checklist on my pull request template. So now let's indicate the purpose of this. Adds a basic Travis YAML to run the linters automatically on any commit. Sorry, any push. And all this other stuff we can pull out. Whoops. Actually, I didn't mean to pull out the useful resources thing. There we go. Create my pull request. So what should happen now is a pull request build should get triggered on Travis. And we'll also notice there's this checks thing. Oh, and we also notice that there's this nice little summary integration thing here. And we can see actually, so Travis built the branch previously, and that build was green. That was what we saw over here in this tab. And if I go back, and the other one, actually, if you click it, it takes you to Travis itself, and you can see the build log. I do love how it integrates really tightly with GitHub. That's very, very nice. You'll see that there's a running build. And you'll notice this one's a little different, that it says, it actually indicates that this is a pull request build, i.e. it's building a pull request. I don't know if there's an actual link. Oh yeah, you can actually click that to go to the pull request itself. Quite nice. And then see the build output. And again, unsurprisingly, because there was no code changes, it's green. Now, if we go back to the pull request itself, I'm just going to close that tab. All four of these should be green. I think I just have to refresh the page to see that. Yeah, all four are green. Cool. Awesome sauce. And that's quite nice. Now, one of the things that didn't happen was at any time I could have clicked that merge pull request button, even before these tests were finished, which isn't great. Ideally, you'd like these to be blocking things, like you cannot merge a change until all the checks have passed. And there is a way to set that up. So let's go ahead and do that, which we'll do in part 3 of this series. Anyways, thanks for watching and see you soon.